In our previous video, we have already learned about that how we can apply the Pythagoras theorem or the trigonometric ratio, but now the question is when it is not a right angle triangle. So what can we apply? Now this is most confusing uh, chapter for the candidates that we have already acknowledged about this that it is a 90 angle. The opposite side is known as hypotenuse, and whenever the angle is given here, for example, the opposite side is known as perpendicular, and the line which is having both the angle and the 90 degree angle, it is known as base. Alright, this is the concept we have already learned in our previous video. Now we will understand about the sine rule and the cosine rule. This is some complicated to understand. Alright, now for example, obviously it is not a right angle triangle. So if it is not a right angle triangle, how can we solve it? It's very simple, but you need to understand the situations. Whenever this is the angle A, angle B, angle C, the opposite side of angle A is known as A, opposite side of angle B is known as B, and the opposite side of angle C is known as side C. Alright, this is the concept you need to clear. If the complete one pair is given, it's quotient of sine rule. What does it mean? That whenever an angle is given to you, for suppose it's 18 degrees. Whenever an angle is given to you and a side is given to you, for suppose 4 meter. Whenever an angle and the opposite side is given to you, so now you need to apply the sine rule. Here the sine rule acts now. How? What is the sine rule? Sine rule is sine A upon A is equals to sine B upon B is equals to sine C upon C. Wherever the angle is given here and the opposite side will written at down. Alright, whether you can write it up, no problem. The solution is same. Sine A upon A is equals to sine B upon B is equals to sine C upon C is when an angle is given to you and the side is also given to you. The side is opposite to the angle which is given to you. Then you can apply the sine rule. In CIs, it only comes of 3 to 4 marks. Alright. So you need to apply the sine rule in this case. I will make you understand more. For suppose now, alright, now suppose that the 18 is given here, alright, and they have given the value of C which is 4, value of B which is 8, and they have asked from you about A. Can you apply the sine rule? No. But what is the reason? The reason is that whenever an angle is given and the opposite side of the angle is given to you, now you can apply the sine rule. But in case there is no side given to you opposite to the angle and both sides which are nearest to the angle but not opposite one is given to you, then you will apply cosine rule. It is a cos rule you need to apply. For suppose this is the opposite side, alright? This is known as your opposite side. And what is about this? The both line which I have given, the both side which I have given to you, and the angle is at the center, this is known as the neighboring side. You can consider it as a neighboring side. Wherever they will ask from you about the side and the angle is given to you, where at the front no side is given to you, so you are unable to apply the sine rule, then you need to apply the cos rule. What is the cos rule? Remember, cos, if you are finding the cos of A, so cos A is equals to, you need to, obviously in the square you need to plus B square plus C square minus A square. You will add the both neighboring neighboring sides, and whatever the answer will come, you will minus, subtract from the opposite side. Alright, this is the formula upon 2AC. For suppose if I would like to find out the value of the angle B is given, and I would like to find the line B, so cos B is equals to, what is the neighboring side of B? A and C. Alright, so what I will like, A square plus C square, what is the opposite side? Minus B square upon the 2 is of formula, and what I will like to write, the opposite side, what is A and C. Alright, the neighboring side. In case of C, when I would like to find out the C, now in this, when I would like to find the of C, and the A is given to me, for example, which is 14 for suppose, and the B is given to me, which is 8, yep, 8 meter. So now what will like to I understand, making it cosine rule, cos C is equals to, what is the neighboring side? The neighboring side is A square plus B square minus C square upon 2AB. So these are the basically 3 formulas of cos rule you need to memorize, and this is very simple to apply. Now they are asking from you that find the value of x. So what is the value of x? First of all, here is no hypotenuse, no perpendicular, or no base, because no right angle. So you need to apply the sine rule or either the cos rule. Focus on it. Yeah, exactly. The opposite side of the angle is not given here, so ultimately it leads to cos rule. So how can you write that the cos rule? Cos rule, cos theta, what is the theta? 30 is equals to, now we will add the neighboring side. Remember that you need to add with square. Putting up the square, 12 square plus 15 square, and whatever the answer, the opposite side is coming, is known as minus x square upon 2 of the formula, and then 12 in the bracket, 15 in the bracket, which is the neighboring side. Alright, now how can we solve it? 12 12s are 144, 144 plus 15 15s are, so the answer is, my answer is coming, we do not even calculate the cos is separate here, remember. My answer is coming 369 minus x square upon, okay, further solve it, 12 in the bracket, 15, 360 is my answer. Here it's dividing, at that side it will multiply, so 360 cos 30 degree is equals to 369 minus x square. Now what we need to do, here it's subtracting from x square, it will move there. How it's moved there? X square, we need to make the x subject, yeah, so alright, and now you can get your own answer. My answer is coming 57.23. Okay, so this whole value we will write till 5 significant figures. You can write till 2 to 3, no problem. Yes. Now there is one, is it my complete answer? Can you focus on it? Is it my complete answer? No. Why? Because of the square. 57.30, whatever the value is, and you will get your answer 7.5651, whether by the perfect solving. So do you understand this? Another we can take an example is that now what we can apply in this. It is very simple and very easy if you focus in the conditions. The condition is giving you about the angle and the length of the angle, opposite angle. Can you apply the sine rule? That would be very easier for you. Sine 30. Remember to keep the length or the side opposite to the angle you are putting in the sine value. Like sine 30 upon x is wrong. Alright? It will be 12 is equals to. So now ultimately you can see that here 12 is dividing. When it will go there, it will multiply. So the answer will be coming in sine 30 upon 12 sine 40 is equals to x. You have already made the subject x. X is 15.42690. I would like to put it with the 5 significant figures. The last thing which is coming here, that for suppose can you apply the Pythagoras theorem here because the three sides are given you? No. Why no? Because the reason is that the angle is involved here. So when the angle is involved, what formula would I would like to put here? Is there a value given opposite to the side? Yeah. But the angle is given you? No. So can I apply the sine rule here? As it was necessary for the sine rule that the opposite side would be given and the opposite angle would be given, so you can apply the sine rule. Can I apply it here? No. So what I would like to apply it here? Very simple, very simple. Cos rule. What would be the cos rule? X. Now you are finding here the angle. Remember when you are finding the angle x, the cos will be go towards inverse. X is equals to the neighboring side. We will add to the neighboring side and we will minus the opposite side. 6 square plus 9 square minus 7 square upon 2 formula 6 in the bracket and 9 in the bracket. You will further solve and you will getting the answer of. Now you need to make the x subject. And remember one more thing, you need to ultimately remember this, keep it in your mind that whenever you're finding an angle, the cos will go towards in inverse. So now you understand that for making the subject x, as it is the angle I need to find, I have make it in the inverse of cos rule. Cos inverse in the bracket 68 upon 108, 108 bracket close, and you will solve the answer. How can you solve? I will like to show you. Now how can you put the inverse here? So it is add the shift. Now you have put the shift and just write down the cos. You will be getting the negative. Alright. Again, here's the cos. When you'll find out the inverse of the cos, first click on the shift and then cos, and you'll be getting the answer.